What's going on, everybody? This is Andre here, filling in for Kevin, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks for the Umidigi G3 Max that you might not know about. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a feature called adaptive brightness. Now, as the name implies, this feature essentially adapts the brightness of your display based on your environment. So if you're in a brighter area like outside in the sun, for example, it's going to brighten things and make it easier to see. But if you're in a darker area, since you won't need it as bright, it'll dim the display. And this is going to make it easier on your eyes, and it also helps extend the battery life. So to get to this feature, go to Settings. Then from here, go to Display. So right here. And from this menu, as you can see, adaptive brightness is right here at the top. Toggle it on, and it will adjust right away. Now I'm going to show you a few motion activated features. To get to these, go to Settings. Then from here, go to Smart Controls. So right here. And from here, go to Smart Motion. So we got a few different features here. The first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is toggle on Smart Motion. And once you do this, you can use Easy Answer. So when you pick up your phone, if you're getting a call, it'll automatically answer it when you hold it close to your ear. So definitely real convenient. Easy Bell. So when your phone is ringing and you pick it up, it'll stop the ringing itself and basically just switch it to vibrate. And then finally, mute incoming calls. So if you're getting a call but you don't want to answer it, all you have to do is put your device down and that'll mute the call. So definitely some cool features to have. But now let's take a look at a few different gesture features. So we are in the main settings menu right now. From here, go to Smart Assistant. And then from here, go to Gesture Control. So we got a few different things here. Up first, we got 3-finger screenshot, so definitely a real cool feature. In case you don't know, the normal way to take a screenshot is by pressing your power key and the volume down key at the same time. And keep in mind, you don't have to hold the buttons, just press them real quick. So like this. There we go. But when you activate 3-finger screenshot, to take a screenshot, all you have to do is put 3 fingers on your screen, go like this. And there we go. In addition to this, we got 3-finger into the camera. So if we turn this on, now no matter what you're doing on your phone, to open the camera, all you have to do is put 3 fingers on your screen, swipe up, and there we go. And then finally, double click on the lock screen. Now the name of this feature might sound a bit confusing, but essentially when you activate it, all you have to do to lock your phone is double press the home button, so like this. And that's pretty much it. So pretty cool to have, maybe not quite as useful as the other two, but all the same, definitely a nice feature. Now I'm going to show you how to get a nicer looking image when you're watching videos. Now in general, the Umidigi G3 Max has a really nice display. Despite being a super affordable device, we are still getting a 1080p display here, which compared to other phones like it is definitely impressive. The colors also look really nice, and in general, the display is decently bright. So overall, when you're watching videos on this phone, as it is, you still are going to get a pretty good experience, but with one real simple setting, you can make it even better. So for this, go to Settings. Then from here, go to Display. So right here. And then from this menu, go to where it says Video Display Enhancement. So right here. As you can see, by default, it will be off, but if you toggle it on, the colors are a bit more rich and vibrant. So yeah, if you're watching lots of videos, definitely a nice thing to have. Now I'm going to show you how to make a screen recording. So another pretty simple feature. To do this, what you're going to want to do is open your quick menu by swiping down twice from the top. So 1, 2, then from here, the screen record icon is going to be somewhere in this menu. So for me, it's on the second page. So where it says screen record start, tap on this icon. You're going to get a few options here. So record audio, by default, it will record device audio and the microphone. So you can narrate it, stuff like that. And you can also have it record device audio only or microphone only. In addition to this, if you don't want any sound at all, simply leave it off and it won't record any sound at all. You can also have it show touches on the screen. So for this, I'm going to do that. When you're ready, hit start. There's going to be a countdown up here. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, we are currently recording and the cursor is right here. You can probably see it. So when you're done, hit stop, and it will save right to your photos. In addition to this, there are also a couple other settings. So if we go to Settings, from here, go to Smart Assistant, and then from here, go to Screen Record. So as you can see here, operational feedback is on. That's basically that little cursor you saw, recording narration. So again, it's basically going to have the microphone record and then record time. So by default, it will be set to 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, the screen recording will automatically stop, but you can change it. So you can set it to 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how to actually edit your quick menu. So first things first, let's open the quick menu. To do this, swipe down twice from the top. So 1, 2. So this is the quick menu right here. As you can see, there are lots of different features on here. But if you want to edit this, hit the pencil icon. And everything up top is going to be basically what you have on the menu already. And below this line, you're going to see everything you can add. So to add something, press and hold, drag it to the other side. And that's pretty much it. When you're done, just hit the back button and it will automatically save. And then of course, to remove something, do the same thing. So press and hold, drag it down to the other side. And there we go. And then to reset it to the default, hit these dots right here. Hit reset. And it's back to normal. Now I'm going to show you how to show or hide the battery percentage on your status bar. So by default, as you can see, the battery percentage is up here inside the battery icon, so not really in the way or anything. But if you do want to change it, what you can do is go to settings. Then from here, go to battery. As you can see, battery percentage is on, but if you toggle it off, it's no longer up here. So again, with this phone specifically, since it's really just inside the icon, I feel like most people probably won't want to change it, but I guess if you do want it to look a bit more minimalistic, it is a nice option to have. And then while we're in the battery menu, let's talk about a feature called battery saver. So by default, this is going to be off, and in general, you're probably going to want to keep it off. But if your phone is really running low on battery, and maybe you're not around a charger, but you still want to keep it on, that's where battery saver really comes in handy. So if you go to battery saver, as you can see, by default, it will turn off when your phone is charged. So say your phone goes below 20% and then you turn it on. Once you charge it back up to 90, it's going to automatically turn off, so you won't have to worry about accidentally leaving it on. Because keep in mind, when this feature is on, it is going to slow down the performance quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, it put the phone in dark mode, and if you look at the battery icon, it is going to be an orangish red color. So in general, when the battery saver is on, you're definitely going to know. But yeah, again, once you charge the phone up to 90% or more, it will automatically turn off, so you won't have to worry about it. In addition to this, you can also schedule it, so keep in mind this is not based on time. It is based on battery percentage, but that does make quite a bit more sense anyway. So if we do this, as you can see, you can select a percent as low as 10% or as high as 75. In addition to this, we also have ultra saving mode, which is basically an even more powerful version of battery saver. So if we do this, this is basically going to strip the OS down to its bare minimum, so you'll see what I mean. So as you can see, with ultra saving mode on, it definitely does look quite a bit different, and I feel like in real life, a lot of people are probably not going to ever use this. But if you are in a situation where, say your battery is at 5% and you really want to keep your phone on until you can get to a charger, then it does make sense to use. But keep in mind, as you can probably tell just by looking at this, the phone is really barely usable like this. So again, it's definitely not something you're going to want to use all the time. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to disable your Google feed. Now, in case you don't know, the Google feed is essentially this right here, which some people might find useful, but for me personally, I barely ever actually intentionally go onto it. But it is kind of easy to accidentally scroll onto. So if you ever want to get rid of it, all you have to do is press and hold on a blank spot on the home screen. Select this. Then from here, go to Home Settings. And then from here, as you can see by default, Show Google App will be on. But if you disable this, now if you go back to the home screen, the Google feed will no longer show up. And then finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is a feature called Nightlight. Now at the very beginning of this video, we did go over adaptive brightness, which in general, it is a cool feature. But I don't know about you guys, but I personally just don't really like to have my phone under 100% brightness. But at the same time, if you're maybe in a darker setting, or maybe you're just on your phone a lot, having your phone at 100% brightness can be a little bit harder on your eyes. But with this phone and many others, there is a feature called Nightlight, which is definitely a nice compromise. Essentially, this feature is going to tint your phone in a more warm amber color, and this is going to filter out some of the blue light that makes it harder on your eyes. So again, if you're using your phone at night, or really in any time of the day, if you do like to keep your phone on a higher brightness, I have found it to be a really useful feature. So to get to this, go to Settings. Then from here, go to Display. And then from here, Nightlight is right here. So under Color, toggle it on. And as you can see, it adjusted right away. You can also change the intensity, so you can make it a bit weaker or a bit stronger. And then you can also schedule it, so maybe you don't want to use it all the time, but you just want to use it at night. Definitely useful. So just like with dark mode, you can have it turn on from sunset to sunrise, or set a custom time. But this concludes my tips and tricks video for the Umidigi G3 Max. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And for more information about pricing and availability, definitely check out the link in the video description, because this does change from time to time. But again, this is Andre here. And as always, I will see you in the next video.